Coronation Street delivered an explosive episode as Rob Donovan's daring prison escape took a shocking turn, leading to a deadly confrontation that left his fate hanging in the balance. For weeks, viewers have watched Rob's seemingly selfless act of donating a kidney to his sister, Carla Connor. But as many suspected, the convicted killer had an ulterior motive, and tonight, his true plan was revealed in a tense, action-packed showdown that put Carla in grave danger. As Carla recovered from her surgery, she was surrounded by loved ones, including Roy Cropper, Ryan Prescott, and her nephew Bobby Crawford. Bobby, touched by what he believed was his father's genuine gesture, spoke of his plans to visit Rob in prison more often. But Carla, always wary of her brother's manipulative ways, issued a stern warning. "Be careful," she told Bobby, knowing Rob's history of deception all too well. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the hospital, DS Lisa Swain paid Rob a visit. He wasted no time in demanding answers. "Have you managed to overturn my conviction?" he asked, referencing her earlier promise to look into his case. Lisa, however, had no sympathy for him. "I'm not going to help you," she stated firmly. This sent Rob into a rage. Realizing that Lisa was no longer on his side, he tried to blackmail her, reminding her of a recording he had where she seemingly promised assistance. But Lisa was unfazed, countering that she would claim she was under duress when she made the statement. With no other option, Rob turned to the one person he could still manipulate, his prison officer girlfriend Mandy. In a desperate phone call, he fumed about being stitched up and demanded she step in to help him escape. Mandy wasted no time in putting Rob's new plan into action. Under the guise of concern, she woke Carla up and claimed that Rob had taken a turn for the worse following his surgery. Before Carla had time to question her, Mandy pulled out a gun, pressing it to Carla's head. "Do exactly as I say," she ordered, before wheeling Carla out of the hospital, unnoticed. At the same time, Rob made his own move. Pretending he needed the toilet, he manipulated a prison guard into unlocking his handcuffs. Moments later, the guard was left sprawled in Rob's hospital bed with a bloodied nose while Rob, now disguised in the guard's uniform, limped away undetected. With Mandy successfully sneaking Carla out of the hospital, she took her to an abandoned office building, where she sent Rob photos of his captive sister. Shortly after leaving Rob's hospital room, Lisa Swain arrived at the hospital parking lot, only to be confronted by Rob himself. "I need cash," he demanded. $5,000 should cover it. Lisa, realizing she was in a dangerous situation, agreed to transfer the money but insisted on seeing Carla first. Rob, believing he still held all the power, agreed to take her to the office block. Inside, Carla made a desperate plea to Mandy. "You don't have to do this," she urged. But Mandy was unwavering in her loyalty to Rob. She revealed their plan to run away together and start a new life, one that, as Carla soon found out, was now even more complicated. "I'm pregnant," Mandy confessed, shocking Carla. Outside, as Lisa and Rob arrived at the building, Lisa attempted to outsmart him. While pretending to make the bank transfer, she secretly called Kit Green in an attempt to alert the authorities. But Rob quickly caught on. Furious at her betrayal, he lashed out, savagely beating Lisa and leaving her unconscious before heading inside to find Carla. Once inside, Rob wasted no time ransacking Carla's handbag, pulling out her credit card and demanding the PIN. Knowing she had little choice, Carla complied. However, the real shock came when Rob learned about Mandy's pregnancy. Instead of showing excitement or concern, he immediately dismissed it. "Get rid of it," he coldly instructed Mandy. Mandy was devastated. Just moments ago, she had been convinced that she and Rob were in love and planning a future together. But Carla's earlier warnings now rang true. Rob was incapable of real love. Realizing she had been used, Mandy turned against Rob. "You were right," she admitted to Carla before walking away, leaving brother and sister alone. Seething with rage, Rob turned on Carla, pressing down on her fresh surgery scars. Carla screamed in agony as Rob tightened his grip, proving once and for all that he was a ruthless monster. But Carla wasn't going down without a fight. As Rob prepared to leave, he cruelly taunted her about Lisa. "She's in worse shape than you might think," he sneered. Carla, fueled by anger and desperation, lunged at him as he walked down the stairwell. The force of the attack sent Rob hurtling over the banister, plummeting to the ground below. As Carla stood frozen at the top of the stairs, Lisa Swain, bruised but conscious, staggered into the building. Her eyes widened as she saw Rob's motionless body lying at the bottom of the stairwell. Turning to Carla, she asked the question on everyone's mind, "What have you done?" Rob Donovan's fate now hangs in the balance. Did he survive the fall? Or has Carla just killed her own brother in an act of self-defense? Meanwhile, Lisa Swain's involvement in Rob's escape is bound to raise questions, and Mandy's sudden realization about Rob's true nature may push her to make a shocking decision about her unborn child. With so many twists and betrayals, Coronation Street fans are on the edge of their seats. Will Carla face the consequences of her actions, or will Rob live to seek revenge? One thing's for certain, this story is far from over.